Bobby Allison is running down low. Darrell Waltrip is so close to that pace car, he's almost in the front. The checkered flag is going to come out, and this should indicate victory for Darrell Waltrip. With Bobby Allison second, Richard Petty third, David Pearson.
Yarborough third, Parsons fourth. This is it for all the marbles. 4 drivers have a plan. Which plan will work? An anxious crew chief, David F. for Darrell Waltrip, watches as he leads going into 1. He drops low in 2, but it's 4 that really counts, right, Darrell Waltrip?
When you exit out of 4 down here to the start-finish line, there's been $1 million won and lost between that distance right there.
Waltrip's 8-car length advantage evaporates. Here comes Donnie Allison on the outside to challenge. He loses, and going up in there is Cale Yarborough to challenge. Back to the inside is Benny Parsons. Yarborough goes high. He smokes the tires as he goes up to fight with Waltrip. Waltrip stays with him in 3. As they come to 4, Parsons and Yarborough tag each other. Waltrip using a lap car out of turn number 4. Here they come to the tri-oval. And banging into each other are Parsons and Yarborough in second place. Coming down for the finish now. Pulling away is Waltrip. He's blocked the outside. At the line, Darrell Waltrip wins by 12 car lengths. Waltrip has won. It's nearly a dead heat for second. The position will be won by Cale Yarborough. Benny Parsons third. Donnie Allison fourth.
Coming through turn 4. Any one of these 3 cars could still win the race. As the white flag comes out, 1 lap to go in the Rebel 500, and there goes Darrell Waltrip for the lead. Donnie Allison still hanging behind Richard Petty. Petty now coming down low. Again, they're side by side. Well, you can see it happening right before you. They're coming to turn 3. 2 more turns to go. Richard Petty still side by side. Donnie Allison still hanging in third. Oh! Petty has got to leave it. There comes Waltrip down below him as Petty stood up high. Donnie Allison trying to move past Petty into second place. They're coming to the finish line. It is Darrell Waltrip winning the Rebel 500. Petty is second, and Donnie Allison is third by about 3 feet. Jackie, what a motor race.
What a race. I can't remember ever seeing the end of a motor race, Jim, being as exciting as that. Never have I seen a finish with so many passes in such a short track.
Here comes Waltrip to the stripe, and it will be white flag for Darrell Waltrip in the Gatorade Chevrolet as he swings across the line. Here comes Richard Petty and Earnhardt. Let's go to Mike Joy.
Waltrip swings out of turn 1, and nobody is watching. Eyes glued on Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt. Petty is very high in turn number 1 this last time around. Earnhardt sneaks a peek down low. Petty comes down to cover the spot. They open up a margin on Yarborough and Parsons. They are nose to tail halfway down the backstretch for second spot.
The battle now, second place as Earnhardt goes to the inside of Richard Petty. Earnhardt goes down underneath. He's got second place, but let's not count out Richard Petty. He goes underneath Dale Earnhardt and reappropriates second spot.
Checkered flag for Darrell Waltrip, but here comes the battle for second. Petty gets it coming out of the 4th corner, and he will finish in the number 2 position. Earnhardt will run.
Do now, just hope something don't break. Meanwhile, back in third as the white flag comes out, Richard Petty back in front of Jody Ridley, as well as Ricky Rudd. Into the last lap. Car number 88, Waltrip in first, David Pearson in second. Last time through. Pearson closing ground, trying to take back a lap here at the finish. Going by. Probably Darrell is slowed down just a little bit because all he got to do is just go to the checkered flag. He's got it made, although Richard's got trouble back there where he's racing. Now, Richard Petty is really in trouble. He's got 2 or 3 cars all over him. Meanwhile, the leader's coming down. Follow him through for the finish. Here is Waltrip coming to the flag. He will win it. Pearson will take second. But how does the third? 9-3rd. Wide open. Car number 90 just in front of Richard lead. Cale Yarborough just ahead of Waltrip's 88 cars, trying to keep from going a lap down. As Waltrip has put some separation on the second place runner. Here you see Benny Parsons. Petty is third. Cale Yarborough runs fourth. As things start to spring out of their trouble, as Slick Johnson, a rookie, spins it around on the grass. Just a few laps to go. Johnson gets his car in gear and back out onto the racetrack. Off the grass, off the curbing. That'll put debris on the racetrack, and caution is out once again. Along with the caution, there's the white flag. They will finish under caution. And from here, Darrell Waltrip can coast home to his 3rd career victory at the tight, tough Martinsville Speedway. We'll We'll be back with Ned Gill.
24th running, looking for his second win. Comes into the tri-oval. White flag is out. This is it. Final lap. In second place now is car number 27, Cale Yarborough. Quick word from Larry Newberg.
You said you might be a little concerned about this last lap. Bobby has not been drafting.
Right. It consumes a lot more fuel now to run in the draft. We just got him hooked up with the 47 car 10 laps ago, but I think we got it now.
Well, less than a half ago, Ken. How's he doing?
Looking good. He's pulling up on car number 2, trying to put the Rutland car a lap down in the final moments. Here it comes. A sprint to the finish. Allison coming down. And he's right behind Rutland as they come to the line. Down the checkered flag about to come out. And sprinting to it is number 88. Bobby Allison has won the Daytona 500 for the second time in his career.
Got a very, very good crowd, and they stayed out here in it. And they're going to see the finish of the race right here. Harold Kinder's going to show them a checkered flag. And Bobby Allison has won something that he's been wanting to do a long time and has not had a chance to. And I'll tell you, I'm glad I was a part of it, and I believe all the fans believe that they were glad they was a part of it.
Checkered flag falls on Bobby Allison, his 68th career victory, and it came at virtual walking speed here as the Vanscoy 500 finishes under a yellow flag in heavy rain.
Coming down the main straightaway, Allison to the Diagard 88. Harold Kinder in the flag stand has the white flag waving. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go for your leaders. Bobby Allison and Darrell Waltrip. Petty is behind them quite a ways in third position. Allison takes it low into turn 1, last lap of the race. Where will Waltrip make his move, Dick?
Well, I think Waltrip would try to do it in between in the short shoot, just after he passes the tunnel. I think that's about his best shot he can do, get underneath him going into turn. And
what's going on? Waltrip is slowed down. Darrell wiggles the car, trying to get some fuel. I think you may be right. I think Waltrip may have run out of gas as they head toward the tunnel turn. Allison now stretches out to a huge lead.
Yeah, Allison says, I told you boys, I got the biggest tank. And he's got it this time.
Junior's car usually gets great mileage, but Allison looks like the driver who's going to go all the way for the victory.
Well, that's something, the crowd going crazy, I'll tell you. I'm pretty excited myself.
Well, quite a race we have seen this afternoon here at Pocono International Raceway. And Allison will cruise around 3. Bobby Allison in the Gatorade Diagard Buick, car number 88, waves to the fans. Allison will take the checkered flag from Harold Kinder, and he has won.
To victory from here. Allison is ahead of Gant and Waltrip by well under a second. Waltrip pulls back a little bit from Gant as the white flag unfurls.
The Bobby Allison fans are going crazy in the grandstand and all over this race facility. Bobby Allison appears on his way to victory. He has 1/2 lap to go now and about a 12 car length advantage on Harry Gant running in second position. Gant with about a 3 car length lead on Darrell Waltrip. Here is the leader of the race, Bobby Allison, in the number 88 Gatorade Diagard Chevrolet off of the 4th turn. Bobby Allison wins Atlanta. Second goes
one more time.
1 to go. How about it, Ned? See if he can bring him home.
Well, he's got to do what he's been doing, block them all the way. That Ford is running awfully good. And like I told you in 1993, Dale, keep her down on the inside. Don't let him get down there, but he might try to come up on the outside coming off the turn. Here it is, the Dale and Dale show once again here at Daytona. Earnhardt trying to make a move. Look at him switch back and forth. Jarrett blocks him one more time. Here comes Earnhardt to the inside, but he can't make the move. And the Chevrolets race each other back there. Jarrett hanging on down on the inside. Come on, Dale. Put it in the battle, buddy. Do all you can. Winning 2 Daytona 500s will be too much. Here he comes to the line, and Dale Jarrett is going to pull it off at Daytona, his second Daytona 500 win. Wow. Man, it was almost as good as it was the first time.
Oh, that is unbelievable.
I really didn't think he could hold it.
Tries for his first 600 win. White flag is down. This is it for Jarrett.
He goes through one very nicely, right down on the bottom. You see him giving the car its head there. He's not pinching it down, not taking a chance of maybe getting the back out.
Around Rusty Wallace, he's worked his way to 34th in that crushed and battered car number 2. Heartbreaker for him tonight, as it has been for so many. And down out of the 4th corner. North Carolina zone. Dale Jarrett has done it. He has won the 600, the 37th running of it.
Track crew is there at the Robert Presley car that crashed off of corner number 4. And very slowly, as the Camaro pace car leads them down, the checkered flag is waving, and now it is official. Dale Jarrett has won the 3rd Brickyard 400 under caution. And for Dale Jarrett, it is his 7th NASCAR Winston Cup career win. We'll return to the Brickyard 400 after this message and a word from our... White flag is showing. Dale Jarrett, 1 more lap to go. Can Mark catch him? Labonte is right there also.
Here's where Mark has been tough. He'll try to pull down on the inside. Here he comes, down to the inside. Jarrett has that momentum, and he retains the lead.
Down the backstretch for the final time. Mark Martin slips back a little bit. It's a car length and a half now as they head for the north end of the racetrack in turn 3.
Martin drives it in deep one more time.
Labonte pulls up on Mark Martin. They remain in that order, and here they come off of corner number 4.
And it's Jarrett going to do it.
Dale Jarrett wins the GM Goodwin Service Dealer 400. Mark 2nd, Terry 3rd, Ernie 4th, and Jeff Gordon 5th. In the corners, the white flag is out. 1 more lap to go for Dale Jarrett. He continues to maintain about a 2.3-second advantage over Ernie Irvan and Morgan Shepherd. There they come off the 2nd corner. There come Ernie and Morgan. Dale Jarrett now looks into turn number 3. Keeps the car in the middle of the straightaway. We see the car still backfiring as it has for a lot of the race. But it doesn't make any difference because Dale Jarrett wins the Firestone 500 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Ernie Irvan finishes. Royal Ford has it in hand. He waits it. 1 more lap to go. 1.3 miles of competition left in this Trans-South Financial 400. Musgrave looks to the inside in 2. He may have him here coming off the corner.
And he breaks loose a little bit. Couldn't get the traction he needed. Still, that traffic is a problem up in front of him as we go into turn 3.
This is where Musgrave has been getting his good runs. Let's see how he handles it this time. Off of the corner. He looks to the inside once again, but off the corner as they come to the line. It is Dale Jarrett winning the Trans-South Financial 400 by just about a car length on Ted Musgrave. It's Dale Jarrett's 2nd win of 1997, his first Darlington victory in his 19th start. Here's John Kernan with Todd Parrott.
shot himself. The white flag.
One more lap to go. The white flag is showing. Mark Martin is closing in. He's reduced the interval to 0.8 of a second, but it may not be enough. Here's the final lap as Dale Jarrett is in corner number 4. Off the corner. Martin is there, but Jarrett wins by just a car length. His 12th career win and his very first NASCAR Winston-Cup victory on a short track. His 4th win of '97. Bill Weber.
Actually, Darrell just passed Dale Jarrett.
And there is 1 lap to go as the white flag comes out. Less than 3/4 of a mile to go for Dale Jarrett.
Oh, Winston big time. Even on the last lap, he's trying his best to push this car back to the line.
And so the driver who didn't have any short track wins coming into '97 now has won 2 straight short track events as Dale Jarrett takes the checkered flag and wins his 5th race of
Hasn't Earnhardt given a great accounting for himself today, buddy?
He certainly has. He has the heart. Sooner or later, they're going to hook it up. This race car is good. We're in the final lap, Ken.
White flag is down. Dale Jarrett making that final lap around the 1.5 miles of the Charlotte Motor Speedway in the UAW GM 500. Down he comes off turn 4. Dale Jarrett's 6th win of the year, 14th of his career, is decided this afternoon. He led 5 times, 85 laps, including that final 58 in a row.
Just behind him, about a half a corner back, is Rusty Wallace. He's had a great run today, but this guy's had a super run.
White flag is in the air as Jarrett now conserving fuel. Impressive is not even the right adjective. Dominated. First win at Phoenix, his 7th win of the year, 15th win of his career, and the 3rd win at Phoenix for Robert Yates Racing. Dale Jarrett will win the durable 500K. Mark Martin will come home in 6th. Jeff
He'll go up high. No, he's going to try down low.
He's going to go low for the first time. Here he is in turn 4. They touched there briefly, but Dale Jarrett is going to win the Trans-South National 400 by just a second or so over Jeff Gordon.
Flag is out.
You can see Jarrett down on the inside there, people going by him. He slowed the pace, but he looked like he could almost bump it into neutral and coast on.
He probably could. He's got an 11-second lead. There's Gordon right there. But Jarrett being bypassed now by others. He is slowed way down. Here comes Bobby Labonte, not on the lead lap. He's a lap back, but here comes Jarrett. He'll take the checkered flag on what one has to assume is fumes.
Here's Gordon trying to pass Bobby Labonte.
Gets down on the apron of the racetrack as the white flag waves. 1 more lap to go. The 2 Noble 5 contenders are running 1st and 2nd. Jarrett is the leader, and Gordon is 2nd. But here comes Terry Labonte now up to take 3rd.
Jarrett has a pretty good lead, but Gordon's going to get a good run down the backstretch. He's got Terry Labonte right on his back bumper. They could draft past. Let's see if the teammates how they're going to play out here.
Jarrett trying to protect the position, so Gordon decides to go up on the high side of the racetrack. Now he dives back down low. They come off from corner number 4. They're headed toward the checkered flag. Let's see who's going to win it. Dale Jarrett has a couple of car lengths advantage as they come down through here. And Dale Jarrett wins it and wins the Noble $5 million. Way to go, Dale.
Wow. It's good going. I didn't think he could hold them up. Wow. Ricky Rudd and Terry Labonte.
1 to go. White flag is out. Let's see what happens on the last lap. If Dale Jarrett can win this thing, he's through the 2nd corner okay.
Ricky Rudd just backed off and moved down on the inside of the racetrack.
Now a half a lap to go. Terry Labonte, last year's winner, right in front of him. Well, he's going to do it. Here's the checkered flag. Dale Jarrett wins the Pontiac Excitement 400, his first win since Talladega of last year, 15 races ago. His 19th career win, third on his short track, and it's his second win.
Last year's winner just ahead of this year's point leader.
Boy, I tell you what, Gordon's really chopped it down. It's about a 15-car length lead right now.
1 second. That's all. 1 second. It is about 15 car lengths, as Buddy says. There they are. Gordon sweeps into the back straightaway as finally Mark Martin yields to Jarrett. Gordon can now sniff the draft to the race leader.
Clear low.
Jarrett up high. Gordon right in his tire tracks on the high side.
Boy, he's closing in. I know Jarrett's taking it very carefully, but the 24 is just there, right behind him. You see the orange nose coming for the flag.
And Dale Jarrett wins the Kmart Michigan 400.
Brought this one back to the Motor City.
And that's an important win.
Get out of gear now and coast on. I want to see that
right here. You are the man. Guys, awesome job. Awesome job.
Checkered flag waving. Dale Jarrett scores his 21st career Winston Cup victory, his third win at Daytona, and the first driver to ever win this race starting from the 12th position, and the first driver in this decade to win this race starting outside.
And the white flag is in the air. One more lap to go in the Brickyard 400. Dale Jarrett, the leader, by 3.3 seconds over Bobby Labonte.
Gordon, Mark Martin trying to figure out who's going to finish in third position. Looks like it's going to be Jeff Gordon. Meanwhile, Dale Jarrett goes by turn 2 sweeps to the applause of those folks.
And he has only about a half a lap to go, and he will record his second Brickyard 400 victory. Jarrett into turn number 3 for the final time. The crowd there standing and waving through the short chute at the north end of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. A very popular driver takes the Ford through corner number 4. He comes onto the main straightaway. And Dale Jarrett wins the Brickyard 400 for the second time. He wins in 1996 and again here in 1990.
So hard. Robert Yates, engine department, you know, I can't believe it yet.
Whether it's at 190 miles an hour or 70.
I love Daytona.
And Dale Jarrett loves Daytona. He's a champion of this race for the third time. Jimmy Spencer.
The Jarrett family. Ned Jarrett, the great champion, two-time champion, drove his final race here in October of 1966. And today, finally, October of 2000, Dale Jarrett's going to win at the Rock. Jarrett comes to the stripe and wins in Rockingham for the first time ever. Jeff Gordon will finish second.
Here comes the white flag. 1 to go. Keep her between the walls, and you got it made. Jarrett's car looks good, nice and smooth. Here comes Park. Jarrett gets he's a little soft off the 2, but he can afford to be. He's got a nice lead.
Mayfield going to hold off Spencer for 3rd. Marlin in 5th, Andretti 6th, Benson 7th, Rudd 8th, Hamilton 9th. Off turn 4, looking for his 3rd Darlington win. Dale Jarrett breaks the Chevy stranglehold on victory lane.
Now, and if he can get a run on him, white flag. Might be able to get a run on him off a 2 over there. Jarrett's home free. I don't think anybody's going to get to him. Parks in 2nd, got a good gap back to 3rd.
The race is for 3rd. Here comes Bush.
Comes Bush up off a 2.
Clear by 8.
Can't make the pass. I believe that move by Benson is going to at least get him 3rd place, Larry.
Needs to protect the bottom right there.
Hold on to her from off of 4.
You are the man, baby.
And Dale Jarrett gets his 2nd win of 2001. Steve Park holds 2nd, and Johnny Benson.
Clear track ahead for both of them. No traffic. Here comes Bobby Hamilton trying to chase down that 99 car on the last lap.
Okay, baby, bring it back to me now.
Todd Parrott talking to his driver, Dale Jarrett.
Nice and smooth.
About 1/8 of a mile to go here. Traffic ahead won't be a factor, and Dale Jarrett gets his 3rd win of 2001. And his second.
Down, he said Dale Jarrett hit him, and that's what moved Ricky Rudd out of the way. No fighting for the championship between these two teammates.
Final lap, white flag is out for Dale Jarrett. It's going to make for an interesting Monday morning meeting at Robert Yates Racing. A late restart. Jarrett gets by his teammate and scores what will be his 4th win of the season. Dale Jarrett takes the New England 300, his first win here at New Hampshire International Speedway.
Dale Jarrett wins the Pocono 500.
White flag is out. Final lap of the Pepsi 400 for Dale Jarrett.
Burns' car is still running, but it looks like he's going to lose a couple more spots.
Here comes Mark Martin on his teammate for 4th place.
It's pretty good with no Look at that thing go.
Championship today going to be virtually a draw. Mark there racing for 4th and 5th. Sterling Marlin right behind him in 6th. Jimmy Johnson behind him in 7th. But this day is going to be all about Dale Jarrett. Todd Parrott made the call. 4 fresh tires with 32 laps to go. He restarted 17th, powered his way through the field, took the lead for the final time from Jeff Burton with 5 laps to go, and now he wins the Pepsi 400 at Michigan.
Dale Jarrett went to the high side. White flag this time.
Yeah, he's got a white flag.
Matt Kenseth closing.
Boy,
1 to go.
Kenseth has come from way back. If he hadn't had to work through traffic, I think he would probably got the best car, but run out of time. No lap cars to contend with, just right up to the top of the racetrack, off turn 4, final time.
And Dale Jarrett gets his 31st career Winston Cup victory, beating Kurt Busch by half a second.
Great race. And Brad Parrott gets his first Winston Cup win as a crew chief. Won a lot of races as a crew chief for a Busch team. Jeff Burton, but he gets his first win.
Tony Stewart up next to Newman.
And he's got to run, too, now.
Boy,
Matt's
does he
gonna have to
ever got to run.
Last lap.
Oh, man. Here comes Tony Stewart. He's got the lead in turn 1. And Dale Jarrett on the outside.
Unit 20, just the 2 of you. Neck to neck, come on.
Now it just depends on who goes with who.
And how strong that 88 is, we're finally going to find out. Oh, crash! Kyle Petty. Hard crash. We stay green. Now the caution is out. Race is over. There are 19 scoring loops around this track.
The 88
All the way, baby, all the way.
88 might have been in front.
NASCAR will use their scoring loops and television replays to determine the position of the cars on the track. You do not race back to the yellow in NASCAR. And it was a wreck Dale Jarrett was involved in that brought on that rule.
Guys made some great calls down there to put him in this position. NASCAR's going to...
76 races since he last went to victory lane, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. is the winner at Michigan.
That's incredible.
He sees it right now.
There you go, buddy. White flag.
Out the window once Dale Earnhardt Jr. gets the white flag. And he sees it right now.
There you go, buddy. White flag. Bring him home one more time for me, please.
2 more miles to victory for Dale Earnhardt Jr. as the crowd stands and cheers here at Michigan.
Oh my God, I wish people at home could be here to see these people in the grandstands and to hear them. We're up here in the TV booth and you can hear these people.
Jr. down the back straightaway and into turn 3 for the final time. There is going to be a party in Junior Nation tonight.
35 win is one. Hell yeah.
The streak is over. Dale Earnhardt Jr. back to victory lane at Michigan.
Thanks. I don't want to say.
Just shoved Kyle Busch right out of the way. Ricky Stenhouse in his 17th to 3rd place.
White flag with Stenhouse up in position to challenge in that blue Ford.
You know what, Larry? I believe that tape's going to stay on there, and that baby's going to come home a winner.
Denny Hamlin has not lost a race this week. He's number 11. Keselowski, the 2012 champ, battling back to the top. And Dale Earnhardt Jr., the Pied Piper of Daytona, trying to hold them all at bay.
And Kyle Busch was trying to make a third line at the top of the racetrack. Boy, here they come. Now, this is where it gets interesting. We've seen a lot of passes off turn 4 to the start-finish line, but that 88 is pulling away.
Less than a mile to go.
Oh, we got a wreck.
Third-generation star Dale Earnhardt Jr. brings him to the flag. Checkered flag waving. It's over. It's Earnhardt.
Good job, Junebug.
Man, that 2 car is good in the corners, but that 88's pretty good on the straightaway.
White flag is out, and they are saluting Dale Jr. at Pocono, 2.5 miles away from his 2nd win of the season.
The strategy that these two guys employed to get to this point of the race, to get to that last pit stop, to put themselves in position, then to have trash on their grills, both of them, and to fight to try to overcome that. This has been an exciting race.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. has been a runner-up twice here at Pocono. Top 5 in both races a year ago.
And that 2 drove it up off the tunnel.
Driving it in. Did as well.
Off of turn 3 for the final time.
You got it, bud.
He won the season opener at Daytona. 2nd checkered flag of the year for Dale Jr. at Pocono.
Good job. Awesome car. We didn't have the best car, but y'all did a good job, man.
We go to the final lap. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kevin Harvick, Joey Logano waiting if something happens.
Harvick, another big run right there. That's his strong part of the racetrack.
Half a lap to go.
Nice corner by Junior.
One more turn. Can he hold him off? He's going to do it. 3rd win of the season. Pocono goes to Dale Earnhardt Jr.
That's what you talk to Pocono sweep, buddy. Hell yeah. Good job. Fans ruling.
Trying to get there. 1 lap to go. We're in the last lap of the race.
Back, white flag.
Next flag ends it. Checkered or yellow. Can Gordon run Jr. down to turn 3, or can Dale Jr. hold him off?
5 back, still 5 back, no pressure.
Checkered flag and his first Martinsville win. Dale Earnhardt Jr. takes it over Jeff Gordon.
Down the stretch. 1 to go.
White flag. Martin Truex on the outside. Menard's coming with him.
They'll never make it back. And Denny Hamlin goes up there. We got one all the way on the apron spinning.
Carl Edwards.
Big wreck.
Nope.
No caution.
And now there's the wreck. 3 cars hard in the wall.
Big wreck in rear. Keep coming.
Casey Mears, Ricky Stenhouse, Jeff Gordon around. Here come the leaders.
We're still green. No caution. Still green. Come on, boys. Bring it to the house.
Menard to the bottom with Blaney. Junior trying to hold everybody off.
Come on, Blaney. You got one more shot. You can do it.
Earnhardt, Johnson, Menard, Blaney. Double wide behind them. 4 cars to settle it. Earnhardt trying to cover all spots. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Checkered flag at Talladega. Johnson 2nd.
White flag in the air one more time around Daytona.
11, watch the bottom. Here he comes.
They're side by side for 2nd. 2-car length lead for Dale Earnhardt Jr. as they work their way through 1 and 2, and down the backstretch they go. Jr. blocking the lower line. Does that give the advantage to the 48? Jr. jumps up in front of Jimmy Johnson. To the bottom of the racetrack, Dale Earnhardt Jr. trying to stay in front of the pack. They work their way through 3 and 4. Into the trioval they come. Dale Earnhardt Jr. to the bottom of the track. Jr. will win at Daytona. And the big one happens behind them.
Oh my God.
More than we do.
And a disappointed Carl Edwards. You saw the reaction there. NASCAR has called this race official. That means the 88 and Dale Earnhardt Jr. with the amazing luck as he was on pit road as the caution came out, was able to get to the start-finish line before, at the time, the race leader. Everyone came in, did their pit stops. Joey Logano, the luck not on his side in round 3. Cup Series. And now he comes up on 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Alex Bowman looking for his first win in the Monster Energy Cup Series. Alex Bowman has finished in every position in a Cup Series race, 2nd through 43rd, but he's never finished first. Working his way through the final turn, Alex Bowman will win at Chicago.
Thank you guys so much. Damn, Greg Ives, you are the man. Nice job, buddy. Heck of a job.
Here comes Bowman. The white flag waves. 1 to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Austin Dillon to the pit lane for tires with 1 to go. Kyle Busch 9.7 back and closing as fast as he can.
You know, this is one of those drivers. He doesn't have this long-term contract at Hendrick Motorsports. His future's a little bit unknown. This moment right here, if he can complete this, which it looks like he will, a huge moment for Alex Bowman's career and future, and this season that he and Greg Ives and Hendrick Motorsports are starting to put together.
Alex Bowman comes to the stripe to win the Auto Club 400. Career win number 2.
Awesome, Greg. Thank you
Some emotion.
so much.
You hear emotion?